Hey guys, what's going on? As you can first off tell that my lips are out of sync, and if that annoys you, I am terribly sorry. But this whole video, apparently, and let me turn down the volume on my headset so it doesn't irritate you guys to hear it twice, but my microphone somehow turned off in the middle of it, and this is a game that it's hard to win MCSG games these types of days since I'm so busy with everything. So this was a really good game. I thought I really played it well, and so anyways, I want to talk about what I was talking about in the video, which was racism, because the Finn bros, however you pronounce them, they made a video talking about how there was a Cheerios commercial being racist, and I just wanted to talk about racism and do my little 10 cents and tell you guys how I feel about racism and everything. So yes, so racism has been, for people in the South, which is where I'm from, North Carolina, which is below the Dixon line. If you don't know what that is, go learn about the Civil War. So basically, first off, if you don't know what racism is, it's when racism is when someone shows hatred towards a different race, a different ethnicity. If I was straight and I hated gay people, that would be inequality, being an asshole, but that's not racism. But I want to talk about like equality, probably not racism, but I'm going to name this racism because that's what it's mainly about. A lot of people I've seen comments about, you're a fag, you know, all this stuff, and in a certain sense, it's all fun and games, you know, joking around, being racist with your friends. And if you guys joke around, I'm not saying to stop doing that and stop having fun, because it is funny every now and then to be a little jokey racist in a way, but that doesn't mean you have to call a black person a derogatory name for what they called them back when they were slavery. You don't need to call them that. You don't need to say what is somewhat socially acceptable still, Negro. That should not be acceptable, but somehow white people have thought and think that that's acceptable. It's not really, and it really just gets me. It really affects me in a way when people they're treating different people unequally, because yes, I in a sense got bullied as a kid, and that was because I was skinny, and you know, that hit me in a way, because in a sense, like being racist, calling someone or a cracker or anything like that, it doesn't affect them in a way, because they know in a fact that they cannot change that unless you're Michael Jackson. In that case, you can do whatever you want. I just found that sword that I killed that guy with. I found that right there. So anyways, but when you're skinny, that kind of stuff, that really does affect you in a way. It makes you like really insecure about your body and stuff like that. If you guys are fat, skinny, you know, and you don't like yourself, and you can't go to the gym, here's what you gotta know, is like, people are gonna judge you no matter what you are. If you're fat and you lost a bunch of weight, people are gonna still judge you in a way. They're not gonna judge you as poorly, because they're gonna know what you probably went through. And look at the snipe, guys. Just look at the snipes on this move. This is what I like to call Optic Nation Phase Clan 720. That's why I got my Phase Clan jacket on, because I'm obviously a trick shotter and stuff. If you don't know what trick shotting is, that is really awkward. But it really just, you know, I guess it affects me more than most people, because I did in fact bully people in middle school, you know, not people but a person, and you know, being on the other side of it really gives you a different perspective on what that you caused. And so, you know, when I see racist people, when I see people being segregated because they're gay, because they are smarter than others, they're fatter, they're skinnier, they're any of that, that's, you know, that really bothers me. And here's a fun little information: a lot of my friends are really short, like abnormally short. I don't know why. It's just people, I guess, they get along with me, and that's how I get along with them. And a lot of them, because I am 6'1", like I am really tall. I'm normally large, but I'm skinny. And a lot of my friends are like short and chubby in a way. They're not fat, but you know, since they're short, their bodies have made them larger in that area, and my body has focused on getting taller mean, that's just how it is, and I'm just blessed with that. And I now know that. I'm like, you know what, they're hating, but honestly, I'm the one that can eat 20 McDoubles and nothing happens to me. And if you are a skinny girl, well, skinny girls, there's nothing bad to say about that. It's more girls, because here, I always see these girls that are insecure, and whether you are fat, I shouldn't say fat, chubby, I don't know what the best way is of describing it. Whatever you are, you gotta be comfortable in your own skin, because one thing's for sure, you cannot change who you are. Yeah, you can go to the gym, you can do this, you can do that, but that's not gonna change who you are. And pretty much honestly, if you are bullied as a young kid, in the long run in life, you're gonna be a better person, because you're gonna, like, people that are really skinny girls are normally bitches. I'm not saying that for every girl, because I'm not saying they're all bitches, but if you're fat, you know, you're the one getting hatred most of the time, because you're not the best looking girl, or you're not the most, I don't even know what the word is, most Barbie-like, when in fact, if you are a Barbie, then you need to be seen by a doctor immediately, because that formality, like 8'1" with like legs that are like pencil thin, I don't know what's going on with that. But anyways, getting off topic in this sense, I know there's racists and racism out there, and there's gonna be forever. It's that simple, because there's always gonna be that guy that's like, haha, I'm gonna make fun of people that are black or Asian or gay or Hispanic or whatever, and it's not fine, but it's something we're gonna have to deal with, and something that I deal with, because hell, I deal with discrimination, if you will, because I am in the smart class, and a lot of my friends are not in the smart classes, like AP classes. They're in like the standard classes, and they always say, I'm in the class with the dumb Mexicans, and I'm like, and I always like, I'm like, then what is that saying about yourself? Because if you're in a class with, quote, dumb Mexicans, aren't you calling yourself Mexican? And I failed in this fight. I truly did. There was nothing I did correct in this fight, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, it's really annoying. It annoys me sincerely when they say that, because I'm like, you're in the same class. Like, they're trying to learn. Like, a lot of these Hispanic kids, I shouldn't say Mexican, a lot of these Hispanic kids are trying to learn. And not only their friends put them down, but other smart, somewhat kids put them down. And this girl should not have eaten my lucky apple. She ate my apple, and that's what she got. So, you know, here's my little huge thing that I want you to hopefully take out of this conversation. Treat people how you want to be treated. It's that simple. If you want to be treated like an asshole, treat other people like an asshole. Like, if you really do want to be honestly treated like an asshole, then that's what I seriously think you need to do. Now, whether you're going to do it or not, I don't think you're going to treat people, I think you're going to treat people like an asshole and not be able to take it back. Dish it out. If you're willing to dish it out, be willing to take it back, because if you're the person that's towtailing when you're doing the same thing, it's really annoying, because I see that all the time with white girls. Yeah, white girls. She pulled my hair. Well, yeah, you pulled her hair too, though. Do you see that dress? Oh my god, it's so ugly. And I'm like, you wore that dress like 3 days ago, though. But yeah, whatever. You know, I just want you guys to know that if you were raised as a racist person, and these guys, I thought they were teaming, but they weren't teaming, and they aren't teaming, and I don't know what happened. And I made a mistake going after the guy that wasn't lit on fire, because I don't know why I should have let him kill the other guy and not came in and interfered like an idiot. And then the other guy came in, and I don't know how I got this low on hearts, but this guy outplayed me. So brilliant. But anything else, guys? I hope you guys have a nice day, a nice weekend. I know that school is starting up in about 3 or 4 weeks. I'm somewhat excited to get back into my school routine. I hope you guys enjoy. I'm repping the FaZe Clan hoodie. If you don't already see it, I'm going to lift it up at some point in this video. I'm in the hub, I'm talking about funny things, and I meant to say that the special word is FaZe, F-A-Z-E, comment down that below if you listen to this whole commentary. And if you guys want more serious talking like racism, or if you want me to talk about other topics, what other topics you want me to talk about, leave them in the comment section below. And I don't know if I already asked this, but if I already did, don't bother. But if I didn't already, let me know where you guys live. I think I already did, but I don't know. I'm sorry. I hope you guys have a nice day. My name is Josh, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.